Hello viewers, the bearings are replaced and today we're going to be reassembling the unit back together, at least the motor anyways. I'm hoping this is fairly simple. That certainly sounds much better. And I'm now discovering the screws I conveniently left in the other room, so I'll go retrieve those. Okay, we got the screws now. I've got one in here. These windings look really nice. I've got one screw in here for alignment purposes. And this is not wanting to close. Now it's closing. Nope, it's not closing. I just looked at the wrong side. Alright, so this is going to be a pain in the rear. Lovely. And I thought this project was going to be relatively free sailing at this point. Oh, that wasn't so bad. Okay. No more crazy grinding sounds. It's a little bit of a scraping sound, but I think that's just because the bearings are probably not the greatest quality and or they're not broken yet. Either way, that'll certainly be usable compared to what it was. So, I'll put the screws in. Now we're going to put the flywheel on. I'm just noticing this one is not a 4-5 flywheel. It does have the cutouts in the rubber for it, but you can see nothing was actually drilled through there, so unless I wanted to drill new holes in there, and chances are they wouldn't be exactly on center and then it would shake and whatever, this is a 5-blade only model. Oh dear. Why isn't that fitting on there? That's probably not the greatest way to do it, but I just kind of hammered it on. I don't know why it's not sticking, or why it's sticking. It should just go on fluidly, but whatever. Alright, so that's that. Certainly runs a lot better now. And now to deal with this. So this is where it's going to get a little cringy. And I'm sure some people are going to instantaneously have an outburst and go crazy when I show what I'm going to do here. But that's too bad, because if I don't do this, the fan is worthless to me. Now, for some reason, and I don't know why, but people, well, I should say one entity in particular keeps claiming that I can use this fan with the wiring in the house. Now, I'm telling him or you that I can't, and I don't understand what makes this particular entity think they know the wiring better than I do, but it absolutely cannot be used. For numerous reasons. Some of the rooms don't even have a wall switch to begin with. Some of the rooms, the wall switch controls other things, etc., etc. So, as previously advertised more times than it should have to be, I cannot use an Intel Touch controller with the way the wiring is in this house. That's even if it worked. It doesn't work, and I'm not going to fix something that tends to break anyways, just have it break again and create more frustration down the road and blah blah blah. So, this fan is going to get converted to a pull chain operated mechanism. Oh jeez, excuse me. So, not all the parts have come in yet, but I've got some of them here. I've got a 7 microfarads capacitor, and I'm going to use this maybe for medium. I just kind of guessed at these values. They may not be good at all, I don't know. And then I have a 1.5 and a 2.5 microfarads capacitor, probably for low, or I don't know if 1.5 is going to be enough to even run it. I want this to have a really slow low speed, a functional low speed, a medium speed, and a high speed. So I'm going to use the 10 microfarads capacitor from this thing. Of course, that's if it works. I don't know that. You'd have to confirm it works. And then maybe we'll use either one of these values for the very slow low, and then I may have to get another capacitor for low, maybe 4 microfarads, I don't know. But I want to get it put back together so that I can sample the speeds and see what they're like. So I've got a couple different things here. I've got if I can get it out. I've got a single speed pull string, which is going to be for the lights. And I've got this, which is an infinite range variable speed, and this is also going to be for the lights so that I can dime them. So we'll have this, and then what hasn't come in yet is the 5-speed controller, or the 5-wire 4-speed switch for the motor. So unfortunately I am going to have to drill some holes into the housing here, which I understand that's kind of a crummy thing to do, and it does bother me too, because I like to keep things as original as possible, but if I don't do this, then the unit is of no use to me. I'd much rather perform some minor modifications, or actually I guess not that minor, but modifications that make it useful, but not, keep it totally original. And I know this is a little bit straying from what's standard. I really don't condone modifying and customizing older ceiling fans, but there's been plenty of Casablanca fans that had a rotary switch like this on the housing anyways, so it won't look crazy. And if I use this in a bedroom or in a dining room or something like that, I'm going to want to be able to control the brightness of the light anyways. So that's what we're going to do. I guess I got to drill 3 holes into there, and we'll go from there. So I'll do that in another video.